Yeah, okay. So, hi, I am Shiva Dixit and I am an Institute Postdoctoral Fellow in the Department of Physics, IIT Bombay. And today I will talk about the active pentanol system. I would like to thank the organizer committee for giving me an opportunity to present this our recent work here. Before I start, I would like to acknowledge some persons who were actively involved in the project. Dr. Tanushri Rai and Dr. Sudhanshu Chaurasia, they both have started this pentanol system in our lab, and Professor Puneet Parmananda, he is our mentor, and Santanu Shukla and Arsh Chautalia, who were involved in this current project. So Arsh must be somewhere in the audience. Yeah. So outline of today's talk will be the Solutal Marangoni flow, which is like because of the surface tension gradient, this phenomena exists, and then some brief introduction about the self-propelled systems, and then I will tell you experimental protocol and challenges that we have faced in our system, and geometrical sensing, chemical sensing, which is inspired by the artificial negative chemotaxis phenomena, followed by conclusion and future direction. So I will show you this video. Here in this video, there is a boat, and this boat is able to move in a certain direction, able to why? There is no motor, there is no sail involved in this boat, still it is moving. Because of the very interesting phenomena, which is Solutal Marangoni effect, and this effect is called the movement because of the surface tension gradient. Here, this is a experiment anyone can perform at their home. This is a tabletop experiment. Here what is happening, they took a water solution, they took a water in a petri dish and they pour some pepper flakes. Now, they will add a 1 drop of soap, and because of that soap, local surface tension becomes low and flow will move from low surface tension to higher surface tension. I will repeat this experiment. Yeah. Okay, now they will add soap. Yeah, so that's the phenomena. Okay. So self-propelled particles or active particles, these particles are capable of harvesting energy from their immediate environment and able to move in a certain direction. These are some systems that we performed in our lab. First one is the system of camphor disc studied by Dr. Ishan Tiwari, and he has studied the collective behavior of these discs. Then another system is known as camphor rotors, and this system is studied by Dr. Jyoti. Here one can see that these rotors are giving the co-rotating behavior. She has also studied the counter-rotating behavior, and she has also pinned with 3 rotors and studied the many emergent phenomena like camera-like states. Then Dr. Tanushri Roy, she has started this new system. This is called the pentanol system, and here this there is a linear boat, and over the boat there is an aqueous solution over a linear channel, and this pentanol drop is able to give oscillations. Then she was more curious and studied this, studied the behavior of 2 drops. Here these 2 drops are able to move like giving anti-phase synchronization. Then she studied the behavior of 3 drops, and she found that they are giving the relay synchronization. I'm sure like all of you must aware with the relay synchronization. Then we move this system in an application point of view, which is pathway selection by an active droplet. And it is inspired by, first case is the geometrical asymmetry. Here we took like in our heart there is a blockage, so we will create a geometrical asymmetry in our system. And second is the chemical asymmetry. In our case we find the artificial negative chemotaxis. So, chemotaxis is the phenomena which organism use to find food or moving away from the toxins. In our case, we find the second case. Okay, so the question is our active droplet is able to sense asymmetry in its environment? This was the experimental protocol. Here we took DI water and ferroin as a dye, and then we pour it in a petri dish, and then we added some amount of pentanol. This step is very important to stabilize the drop, and then over this aqueous solution we put a Y-shaped channel. This part is divided in two parts, symmetric and asymmetric. In asymmetric case, A, B and C, all three sides were 0.5 centimeter. While in asymmetric case, side A was slightly narrower than both other side, which was 0.4 centimeter. And then we will release drop from this source area. Drop will come to the decision region, mid region, and going to decide where it will go. We were just interested in the first passage of the drop. These were the challenges. The approximate time of a single experiment was 2 to 4 hours, and in our project we did 130 successful experiments. Another thing is this system is very sensitive to the contamination, dust, thickness of the boundary, humidity and temperature. I mean, in Mumbai right now we are not able to stabilize the drop, so we just stop experiments for 1 month. Then this third step, the accurate amount of initial dissolution, as I said, this second step is very important. Now I will move to the result part. Here, geometrical sensing, left hand side is the case of a symmetric case. We did 50 experiments. I will show you one experiment here. Okay, I will. Here we release drop from this source region. Drop will come to the mid region and it will go to the left hand side. We did 50 sets. Out of 50, 30 times drop choose to go to the left hand side and 20 times drop choose to go to the right hand side. Nothing surprise, like it should happen. But in another case, this case is the asymmetric case where this side is slightly narrower than other arm. So when we release drop from the source area, here drop will come to the decision region, and again we did 50 sets, and out of 50, 40 times drop was able to see asymmetry and choose to go to the wider arm. Hence we can say that this active droplet system is able to sense geometrical asymmetry with 80% accuracy. Then we were curious, and Professor Puneet said we should create a chemical asymmetry in our system, and what we did, we confine a drop, same size drop at the arm by using this fish nylon wire, and again we will release drop from the source area, and very interestingly drop avoids the pre-existing drop arm and choose to go to the another side. We repeat this experiments 10 times, and all the time drop choose to go to the another side. This time we put drop at this source region, and here drop will oscillate in these two arms. It will not come back to this source region. And the same thing we repeated in the right arm. And we can claim that drop is able to sense chemical asymmetry with 100% accuracy. And the conclusion is free drop does not visit arm having the fixed drop. Okay. So if I conclude my talk, this self-propelled active droplet system is able to sense asymmetry, 80% accuracy with geometrical asymmetry and 100% accuracy with chemical asymmetry case, which is the demonstration of the artificial negative chemotaxis. In future, we are trying to perform logic gate operation inspired by this chemotaxis phenomena, and we have done this active disk preference for the shortest path to reach the reservoir. Dr. Anjuman will present poster tomorrow. Please visit her poster, poster number 12. And that's it. Thank you for the patience, and I'm open for the questions.
Thank you, Shiva, for very one nice talk and very well in time. So we have time for questions. Okay, I have one. So the last experiment, where you show this very beautiful oscillation,
Yeah.
and that was when you had the same length of the arms.
Yes, symmetric.
Correct.
Yeah.
Symmetrical arms, then you see the oscillation. So
Yes.
is it because of all this surface tension which develops in the system when you make your arm asymmetric or something, like when it is moving into one direction? So is it like, what is the
Yes.
origin? It is,
Yes, I will tell you. That's a very good and fundamental question. Okay, so here, for example, this case, as I said, flow will from low surface tension region to higher surface tension region. Because of this drop, surface tension becomes low because a number density of the pentanol molecule is high. But here surface tension is higher because water molecules are higher, and surface tension of water is greater than surface tension of pentanol. That's why drop avoids the arm having fixed drop and choose to go to the another side. And the same logic happens in geometrical.
you can create more arms and try to repeat the experiment.
That would be
perhaps.
good, yeah, but in experiments it would be challenging.
Yes, Ram.
Yeah.
What happens if you combine the asymmetries? That is, if you have both the geometric as well as the chemical asymmetry in opposition to one another. Can you frustrate the system completely?
So you are saying there is a geometrical asymmetry and we put this drop also.
Yeah, so that the drop would prevent it from going.
Drop, okay, so in that case, drop will avoid this arm because of the number density is higher and go to the wider.
Because chemical asymmetry is 100% selection, right?
Yes.
So would you be able to force it into the geometrically unfavorable one?
I have no idea. I don't.
Yeah,
that's.
and he's saying, yeah.
Yes, that's a good direction, but I haven't.
Yeah, I think that that question is particularly relevant for biomedical applications, since you are talking about applications.
Yeah.
The question I have is for the geometric asymmetry, what is the length scale comparison between the narrower channel and the bubble size, the drop size?
So, as I said, the narrower arm was 0.4 centimeter, and the drop was accurate like 0.38 approx. 0.38 centimeter, which was 4 microliter, which is approx 0.38. So it is able to move.
So the transverse width of the channel is 0.4 centimeters.
Sorry?
So the cross-sectional width is 0.4 centimeters?
Cross. Yeah, so the narrower arm width is 0.4 centimeter.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you think the mechanism needed to compress the drop to force in through the narrower channel could play?
No, that part we have checked when we started experiments in this asymmetry. We checked that drop is able to move freely in 0.4 centimeter. Then we move to this part. Otherwise, there will be like, what should I say? If it is not able to go, then there is no sensing. That's like confinement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
thanks.
we checked.
Thanks.
Okay, there's last question.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yeah.
So how is actually the drop detecting that there is another drop in that channel?
How is drop detecting?
I mean, when there is a one drop in one channel,
Okay.
and another drop is coming from another channel.
Yes.
So how it is actually detecting there is a drop already in that channel and avoiding that?
The same question ma'am asked. Actually, okay. So when there is a drop here, and this is a source area, right? We release drop here. When drop will come to the mid region, because of this drop, the number density is higher in this arm and surface tension is low. And flow will always from low to higher surface tension region. So in another arm, there is a water rich region. That's why it chooses to go to the another arm. It detects and go to the another arm. It didn't detect the drop, it detects the surface tension gradient.